Hi everyone. It is Thursday, October 8th, and it's an E-Day. So let's see what we have up for today. You've got your daily attendance. You're going to do your form for me, please. Make sure you join the Google Meet when you come to class today. And for lab, today's an E-Day, so that means lab is 7th period for the AE group. Let's talk about lab really quick. So we are working on the microscope lab. You spent 2 class periods working on it, and if you need time to finish it up, you're going to work on it in lab today. So this will be the 3rd day that you'll have to work on the microscope lab. Ultimately, it's due Sunday by midnight. So when we go into the folder, Schoology is currently unavailable. I know it's been doing that to us lately, hasn't it? Let's try it again. There we go. Sometimes you just have to try again. All right, so this is going to take you to the assignment, and the assignment is actually located in Tuesday's folder. And so you're going to make sure you click on Cami, work on the assignment. When you're all done, you're going to use the turn-in button that's within that Cami worksheet, and it tells you right here to submit it correctly to me. People are doing a great job on it. So I'm very proud of everyone. So that's for lab. For class today, we're going to this week's folder. And so this week, Monday, we practiced the graphing. You're definitely going to want to go back and look at that because you have a graph on your test tomorrow, and you're going to have to know how to set it up. We're going to be using it in Cami, so you have to make sure you understand all the tools in Cami. You had a homework assignment, the scientific inquiry mini homework. That needs to be done if it's not done yet, please. Gives me an idea of your level of understanding. And then we've been working on microscope lab. Told you there's a test tomorrow. And that's what we're going to do today is we're going to review a little bit for that test tomorrow. Just so you're aware, the test is open from 8 to 5. But you're not going to have that full time to take it. It's a timed test. So you will have a limited amount of time to complete it, a class period essentially. And once you open it, you have to complete it. And the first part of the test is in Castle Learning. So tomorrow I'll show you all the links and everything, but you're going to go to Castle Learning, take the test in there, and then you're going to make sure you come back into Schoology and do the graph. Or you can start in Schoology, do the graph first, and then go into the Castle Learning portion. But both parts have to be done today on Friday tomorrow. If they're not done, then you get a 0. I mean, you have to do the test. It would be like coming to class and just not finishing it. You're going to have plenty of time. The test is not long, so you have probably twice as long as you need to complete the test. But let's talk about how we're going to review today. So let's go into today's folder. You have your bell ringer that I would like you to do. And then here's a couple things for review. This first part here, I have a quizzes review set of questions. So you're going to go to thequizzes.com and enter this code, and you can do that quiz as many times as you want. And I would recommend doing it more than once so that you can continue to practice and review for the test. And then down here, these are the topics and vocabulary that you should know for the test. And I broke it down into the different topic areas. So here's what you should know for graphing. And that, I would go back and do the graphing practice again, or take a look at it again at least. Microscopes, kind of the general functions, anything about cell staining, why you would use it, how to make a wet mount, gel electrophoresis. We did a little very short lesson about the different lab techniques and lab procedures, and gel electrophoresis was one of them, so you're going to want to go back and look that up. The indicators, we talked about starch indicator, glucose indicator, so you want to go back and review that information. Experimental design, so like all the scientific method stuff. You're going to have to know how to write a hypothesis, and talk about control group and experimental groups, and how are they different from each other, independent variables, dependent variables. I just noticed I spelled those wrong, so I'll have to fix that. Lab tools and measurements, so metric stuff, you have to make sure you can convert between different prefixes, make sure you can understand how to move the decimal. Go back and watch the Ed Puzzle video again if you need to. You have to know how to calculate an average, because many times in science we do multiple measurements and then take an average. You'll need to know the lab tools, how to make measurements, on a ruler or a regulated cylinder. As far as lab safety, make sure you remember, general lab safety gear that you need or safety techniques that you would use. And then the characteristics of living things. That was one of the first things we started with. Make sure you know how to identify or understand what, characteristics of living things are. So that's the general review list. I would go through and make sure you understand all of those topics so that you're well prepared for tomorrow's test. But like I said, the quizzes you can do multiple times. It'll give you an idea of the types of questions you might get asked. They won't be exactly the same, but they'll be very similar. And then, as always, if you have any questions at all, you need to email me or send me a remind. Let me know if something is up, okay? Right away, as soon as you can. So have a great day, and we'll see you later.